What video wouldn't be complete without raining mammoths? That makes sense. Hello everybody, I'm Kindly Keen and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Today we are checking out another update video from Landfall Games, and this one seems super exciting. They've been releasing these videos like crazy, but this one is something special. I thought this one looked amazing. This is the Mammoth, and this seems to introduce a new faction, the Prehistoric faction. The idea of this seems so incredibly awesome. The Mammoth, I feel like, is just the beginning. Can you guys imagine dinosaurs in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator? That would be so amazing. Look at this thing just sweeping these guys off of the ground. It is unbelievably awesome. Oh my goodness, a prehistoric faction with dinosaurs and mammoths who fall from the sky, of course. I mean, what video wouldn't be complete without raining mammoths? That makes sense. I have not seen this video. This is the first time I saw this part. This is so great. It's so good. It's so good. Brilliant people at Landfall Games. The mammoth seems like such an insurmountable foe, but what are you gonna put the mammoth up against? You've got to have dinosaurs. I hope so badly that there are dinosaurs in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator in the future. This seems so stinking cool. I cannot wait to see more updates. Hopefully you guys are keeping up with all of the updates that Landfall Games is releasing. They are reworking all of the physics in the game, the way the combat works. It is so cool. The way that the sword guys attack each other is gonna be totally different. They're making all kinds of awesome changes. I hope that this update comes out soon because it is gonna be epic. It is gonna be a huge update with so much goodness to check out in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, so we have a lot to look forward to. But in the meantime, we're gonna check out some of your guys' suggestions, and I'm gonna try battling some of your armies, so let's do that. Alright guys, so our first suggestion comes from the Chase who must not be named. He challenges us to take on 20 chicken men with only 2,500 money. Let's see how we do. Alright, there's our 20 chicken men on the red team. Now the blue team needs to mate up. Oh my goodness, 2,500 points is barely anything. How are we gonna fight these guys off? I have no idea. 2,500 points, huh? So maybe we need to keep our distance. Where's the cannons? Where are the cannons? Napoleon. Yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna try, well, maybe, just maybe. I was gonna try the neon units, but a slight oversight on my part. I have a new computer, and my save did not transfer over from the old computer to the new computer, so I have to complete the campaign again to unlock the neon. So we're not gonna be messing around with any of the neon units in this episode, unfortunately, because I don't want to complete the campaign right now. I just want to play the game and record a video. So we're just gonna avoid the neon units for the time being and stick to stuff that we can actually have access to. So what I'm thinking is a couple of cannon guys. I feel like keeping our distance is our best bet. So maybe some muskets. There's no way I'm gonna be able to beat this. There's no stinking way. Now, I'm just gonna fill the rest of the ranks with peasants. We're just gonna try this. We get 2,500 points, so we're just gonna spend the rest of our 2,500 points with peasants. That's gonna be the secret to our success. There you go. So we've got the cannons in the back, we've got 7 muskets, and just a billion peasants. And it's not gonna go great, but let's just try anyways. Here we go. All right, here they go. The chicken men. Oh my gosh, the cannons are shooting our own peasants. Dude, come on, guys. You guys cannot be killing our own units. That is not an effective strategy. The cannons are doing barely anything to the chicken men. What I was thinking with the neon units was the Tesla. I thought maybe the Tesla would be a good pick for the neon or against the chicken men because they can hit like multiple units at a time that kind of jumps across multiple units. So I was thinking that, you know, it could jump its way across all the chickens and eventually kill the man-mans, but it's not working. Our strategy did not work at all. Not even close. Wasn't even close. I think the problem is that the cannons were shooting at the chickens and not the cause of the chicken. The chicken man is the source of the chicken. You must defeat the chicken man to defeat the chickens. That is the secret to defeating the chicken mans. So maybe a chariot can get in there like quick enough to knock them down. And then maybe what we'll do is get some archers. Archers are nice. And we'll just use some archers for the rest of our units here. We'll get 25-20. We went over our limit just a little bit, but I assure you it's probably not going to help at all. We're still going to lose. Let's see how this goes. Okay, the chariots are getting in there. They're, you know, they're doing something. It's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. Yeah, that was terrible. I can't do it. I can't do it, Chase. I'm sorry. I cannot beat your army with only 2,500 points. Now, what can I beat it with? Probably a lot more points. So I'm going to give myself a lot more points. In fact, I don't know if barrel rollers are good against Chicken Mans, but I just want to see a whole bunch of barrel rollers explode Chicken Man army. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the equivalent cost of barrel rollers to Chicken Man's 20,000. Let's do this and see how it goes for the barrel rollers versus the Chicken Mans. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go too good because they can't get to them in time. The chickens stop the barrel rollers and they explode before they can get to the Chicken Mans. It's so good. It was fun to watch. Is that how they make popcorn chicken? I think that's how they make popcorn chicken. I'm on to KFC secrets. All right, that's the end for the blue team. We couldn't do it. We couldn't beat it. But you know what? I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. It was fun to watch anyways. All right, so our next suggestion comes from a name that I am going to completely butcher, but I'm gonna do my best. It's Nekitamokoviek Yako Deleko. That is a lot of syllables. I'm sorry if I ruined your name. They want us to take on the Dark Peasant. Basically a showdown with the Dark Peasant. We have 15,000 points to spend, and we must defeat the Dark Peasant. So, we're gonna try our best. So the secret to defeating the Dark Peasant is basically keeping your distance. How we're gonna do that, I'm not exactly sure, but we have a lot of points to spend. So I'm gonna start with a nice army of Ninja Masters, probably a poor choice, but I like Ninja Masters and I like what they do. I like the work they do. And then what I'm thinking is in the back, we'll put a bunch of cannons. Oh, I went way over my limit. I was thinking 20,000. So let's go back to 15,000. Let's just see how this goes. It's probably not going to go well. The Dark Peasant is like so stinking powerful. The samurai or the ninja masters, they're not doing anything. And the cannons can't hit him. They're missing. They keep missing. They are hitting a couple of times here and there. He is littered with shurikens, just covered in shurikens. This is the Dark Peasant porcupine, half Dark Peasant. The ultimate in human ingenuity here. This is not gonna go well for us once that last Ninja Master goes. He's gonna go straight for the cannons, and the cannons, unless they can keep shooting him, I don't think they're gonna be able to defeat him. So let's go back to normal speed here and see if they can keep him at bay. I mean, if they can keep hitting him and keep him back, they already failed. I was gonna say, if they could keep shooting him and keep him from, you know, getting to them, then they might have a chance, but they kind of failed. They kind of messed it up. Come on, guys. You gotta have better aim than that against the Dark Peasant. He is just unstoppable. They actually knocked him off of the map. That was kind of cool, but unfortunately, he can fly. So, doesn't even phase him. Didn't even bother him. How close were we to killing the Dark Peasant? I have no idea, but let's try again. That seemed to have, there was some validity to that strategy. Whether or not it was executed properly is kind of questionable, but maybe there's something to it. I mean, I guess we could try a bunch of M16s. I've heard that the M16s are very effective against the Dark Peasant, but I haven't actually tested it myself. We have exactly 15,000 points. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try. They don't seem to be knocking him back, and my thought is that they would be able to push him back to keep him at bay, but that didn't work at all. They're already all dead. Is that it? Is everybody dead? Yeah, everybody's dead. He's so stinking powerful. I love the Dark Peasant, but I hate him at the same time. He's too powerful. I did kind of like my cannon crew strategy here, so I'm gonna try it again. I have a feeling that some of them shot each other, So what I'm gonna do is try to line them up in a way that they won't hit each other. Maybe I won't put them so close together. Ooh, actually, I put a couple up here. I don't know if they'll be able to take shots from up there. It's worth a shot though, right? Like, maybe there's something there. So we'll spread them out a little bit more, and I'm thinking maybe like 5,000 worth of those guys. Okay, that seems pretty good. And then what are we gonna do? I have no idea. Maybe some musket men just to fill in the rest of the ranks. That's a lot of musket men. We can definitely have a lot of musket men for the cost of 15,000. So let's just do musket men for the rest of the show here. All right, that's a lot of musket men. Let's see how this goes. Probably not well, but let's try anyways. It's our showdown with the Dark Peasant. Can we? He's so stinking powerful. Oh, that was so cool though. They all shot at the same time. That was very, very cool to watch. It wasn't cool to experience because now most of the musket men are dead. I feel like the musket men are missing just as much as the cannons miss. So what good is it if your bullets don't actually hit the Dark Peasant? You guys are not impressing me right now. You're not impressing me one bit. I wish I had access to the neon units at this point in time, but unfortunately I don't. I messed that up, but the next time we record tabs, I'll make sure that I unlock that. But in the meantime, we're just gonna have to make do with the units that we have access to, and so far it's not going so good. It's not going so good at all. We just have this group of musket men who are just gonna get tossed all over the place. Nothing can stop the super Dark Peasant. He's the super Dark Peasant now. I've upgraded him. I don't know. Maybe we try ballistas? Bunch of ballistas with cannons? And we'll have one super boxer. No, super boxer's a terrible idea. He's only melee. He couldn't stand a chance. We'll have one M16. This is a terrible idea, and this is not gonna work, but I'm hoping for the best here. Just keep him at bay. You guys gotta actually hit him. They cannot hit him. That is the biggest problem. He moves too fast. They can't line up their shots. They cannot hit him. He's unstoppable. Oh, okay, we got a few hits there. That was okay, but it wasn't great. Yeah, okay, he's got a spear in his chest. That probably is slightly uncomfortable, I would have to imagine. Oh, he's got several spears stuck in him. Very large spears, I do have to say. There's like 5 of them sticking out of his body. Are you okay, man? Are you okay? Yeah, of course he's okay. He's the Dark Peasant. He's invincible. There's nothing can stop him. I can't do it. I can't do it, you guys. I cannot beat the Dark Peasant. I'm sorry. I'm a failure to tabs enthusiasts around the world. I cannot beat the Dark Peasant. Let's move on to our next suggestion. All right, our next suggestion comes from Ambot LOL, and we need to go to the Japan level, of course. And so red team is gonna have 3 rows of muskets with 10, 2 Hawachas, and then blue team is gonna have 5 Samurai Masters, 2 rows of Samurai with 20 in it, and 3 Hawachas. Okay, let's set this up. All right, we got our musket men set up, and then we need 2 Hawachas in the back. So we'll put those guys back here. Love those guys. Always ready for battle. Always prepared. And then on the blue team, we're gonna have 5 Samurai Masters. Actually, I want to space those guys out a little bit more, like so. Okay, 5 Samurai Masters, and then 2 rows of 20 Samurais. So that's a lot. And then they're gonna have 3 Hawachas in the back. I'm willing to bet that the blue team is gonna win this one. I think that they've been weighted with a few more units and some fairly powerful units, but we'll see how the musket men fare against the Japanese army here. Let's see how it goes. All right, the battle has begun. The musket men need to get their guns out faster. You guys got to, oh, you're already dead. They're already dead. They didn't even get to shoot. The Hawachas killed them before they even got a chance to shoot. So now, all they got left is Hawachas that already shot. That was not a battle at all. Oh man, they didn't stand a chance one bit. So let's give them a fair chance here and maybe give them a few more units. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll put some footmen in the back here, we'll put some footmen in the front so that they can keep the Samurai Masters at bay, and hopefully the musket men can actually get some shots in, because that was mainly what stopped them from actually shooting, was that they just died before anything could happen. So I'm hoping that these guys are more or less cannon fodder. They're just here to distract. And then I'm thinking maybe a couple of catapults off to the side, and I'll put some archers behind the musket men so they can get a few shots in quickly, you know, quicker than the musket men can, and that puts it a little bit more fair. So now we're on 6,000 on each side. So let's see how it goes this time. All right, the swordmen are doing a good job of acting as cannon fodder, and it looks like the musket men actually might get some shots in this time. The hawachas on our side, on the red side, are completely worthless. They serve zero purpose whatsoever. I don't think they did anything. I mean, maybe I should give them a little bit more credit, but honestly, I don't think they did anything. And I think we may have won this one, or at least the red team may have won this one. There's one samurai master down here in the pit, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it to the ballista. The ballista's going to take him out before he gets over there. Can you make it? You going to take out the archers? Nope, didn't make it. The red team won it, so those changes definitely made it more even for the red team. All right, and of course, before we go, we have to have one ridiculous battle, as is tradition. So on the red team, we have basically the same layout, but I've covered them with thieves. So they have a whole bunch of thieves on their side. And then on the blue side, I decided to put some headbutters, because who doesn't love a good headbutter? So we've got a whole bunch of headbutters on the blue team. So let's see who wins, the thief side or the headbutter side. Who is the greater warrior, the thief or the headbutter? A question that millions have asked over the centuries, no doubt. We're gonna find out the answer today, so let's start this battle and see where things go. Obviously, the frames are very, very low right now. We are experiencing some pretty bad frame rate, but I love that going into slow motion makes everything good again, and we can actually see what's happening. The hawachas are doing good work on both sides. We've got headbutters flying through the air like majestic creatures they are. Let's see how things are going. It's not looking too good for the blue team, although I am surprised that there are as many samurai masters as there are who are actually left. But the headbutters are getting into the action, and I mean, honestly, a headbutter versus a thief, who would you have your money on? 1 versus 1, headbutter versus thief. I have to go with the headbutter. Why, you must ask? Well, because his head is protected, obviously. He goes head first. If the knife of the thief goes into, you know, the protected head of a headbutter, it's gonna do 0 damage. Look at those horns. That could do a lot of damage. You could do a lot of damage with those horns. Look at them. Look at them. They might be running into a unit that's already incapacitated and doing nothing, but at least it's the thought that counts. That's what I've always said. It's the thought that counts. I think that the blue team is going to take this one. Let's see what kind of action is going on over here. What are these guys even fighting? There's like one thief over here, and he seems to be lost. Do you know where you were going, sir? Yes, he got taken out. Oh, he got taken out from behind from one of the headbutters. It was amazing. That was fantastic. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you guys have more suggestions for me, be sure to leave them in the comment section below and maybe we'll try them out. I'll be sure to unlock the neon units in the next episode. That was just an oversight on my part, and I apologize for that. But if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you'd like to see more, you can subscribe to my channel. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.